Hi, I'm Sarah Scott. Welcome to our session of Agriculture for All. Today we're going to hear from Noah Wiley with the Labette County FFA District, and he's going to teach us all about machinery and what we need to know about farm equipment used in harvesting and growing crops. Noah, take it away.
As you will notice, this tractor is a little bit different from the one that you've seen earlier. That is because there are many different types of tractors that we use on the farm. This tractor happens to be a Case IH 315 Magnum. As you will notice, this tractor has tires instead of tracks. These tires are on 30-inch row spacing so that it will never drive where a seed will be planted. Therefore, you don't create compaction, which helps increase your yield so you can feed more people. As we take a look at this tractor, it also, if you look up at the top of the cab, there's a white box. That is our GPS satellite receiver, which helps it talk to the satellites so it can do various different things, such as know where it's planted and what line to plant on. This tractor's main responsibility on the farm is planting, which is the most important part of the farm. Without having a good planting and planter tractor, you will not have anything. You won't have anything to harvest. This tractor also has a computer system up in the cab, as you can see. It helps us control many different settings of the planter from the cab, so we don't even have to get out. It helps to control the plant population per acre, which is very, very important. Having the right planting population is crucial in having a good yield and being able to feed more people. As we take a look at the planter here, you'll notice that it has two big hoppers. We have these hoppers so that we don't have to fill up as often. Back in the olden days, they would have the seed hoppers up here on each individual row unit. And that was cool and all, but you would have to fill it up way more often than you do with those big ones. Therefore, it saves time and helps us get more accomplished. Taking a look at the planter, you have the yetters, which will open it and kind of make it clear all the junk out of the way so it has a nice, clean area. We have the gauge wheels here, which help it have its depth. We have the opening discs, which help open the seed trench. Take a look down here, we have the firming point, which will help make the bottom of the seed bed very firm and good. We have the closing discs, which will close that seed trench. And we have the gauge wheel, or the closing wheels, which will close that trench up and make sure the soil is in good contact with the seed, which will help us get better yield. Okay. Another thing that you will notice is that on this planter, we have an airbag right here. You may be like, what is that airbag for? Well, that airbag gives this row unit downforce, so it's pushing it down to the soil. Whenever we're going around here to plant, we have to go. So if the ground is a little bit harder, we're going to have to put more downforce, or if the soil is looser, we'll have to put less downforce. By having this air on there and putting pressure on the row unit, it helps us ensure good seed to soil contact, which ensures better germination, which leads to better yield. Therefore, we can feed more people. As you will notice, you'll see these big tubes and this black thing. That helps the seeds to go to their plates, which in the planter row unit, there's a plate and it has holes in it, which the seeds will be pressed up against with that air pressure, and it helps them drop at the right rate. Therefore, you have an even stand of seeds depending on corn or soybean crop, and that ensures a better yield, and it really is good for getting a higher yield and feeding more people. As you will see, there are some other hoses. Those are the seed hoses for the seed tubes right there. We also have this planter. It is mainly ran off of hydraulics, which is from the tractor, and these are the hydraulic hoses. This right here is the air pump that runs the airbags, which gives the downforce to the row unit, which makes it get better seed to soil contact. Overall, there is quite a bit on a planter that all helps us to get better yields and be able to produce more with less, and this is part of it.
Thanks, Noah, for sharing that information about farm equipment. It's always good to know what kind of equipment is used here in the state of Kansas. If you have any questions about equipment or other things agriculture related in the state of Kansas, feel free to contact the 5-County Farm Bureau. You can do that by contacting 5countyfb@gmail.com. On behalf of the Wilson, Montgomery, Crawford, Labette, and Neosho counties in the Southeast District of Kansas, thank you for viewing this session today.